5 promising Rwandan artists that record labels should keep an eye on. Welcome to Kigali Daily News. Please go on and subscribe to not miss on any of the latest updates. For the first time in the history of Rwandan music, projects produced by homegrown musicians are dominating the global charts, producing projects that sit right next to the likes of Asake, Wiz Khalifa and Gunna, among other megastars on various streaming platforms. Major record labels in and outside of the country are showing interest in Rwandan musicians, but most of the youngsters remain independent without being signed to a record label or management line, which hinders their growth and music distribution. Wondering who are those top 5 young Rwandan artists who have the potential to be signed by major local and international record labels? Kigali Daily News has got you covered. Artist number 1 is Ariel Wiz. Ariel Wiz's vocal skills shows why she's one of the most sought-after musicians in Rwanda at the moment, deserving to be signed by not only local labels but some of the biggest in the world. The young artist continued to set records in 2022 with her second EP Touch the Sky as one of the best projects ever released by a Rwandan artist, making her one of the artists that could change the music game in 2023. She's currently working on her debut album, which could be released this year. Artist number 2 is Shemi. Rwandans first heard of this young talented artist in 2022 when he featured on Loud Sound Music's second album, Rwandan Artistes 2, and since then Shemi has managed to stay at the top of the charts. He even entered 2023 with his debut track Peace of Mind as one of the most trending songs in Rwanda. Shemi's verse on Blue Cheese and his remix of Chris Brown and Wizkid's Call Me Every Day alongside Maestro Bromin have secured his place at the top of the game, making him one of the most promising artists to watch in 2023. The third artist is Nilan. One of the best Afropop singers in Rwanda, Nilan shot to stardom after the release of his debut album City Boy, which was widely acclaimed and introduced the youngster to the Rwandan music industry. Sober, one of the tracks on the album, is one of the popular songs by a young Rwandan musician and was recorded in Switzerland by some of the country's best producers. There is no doubt that Nilan, who is also a producer and a graduate of Nyundo School of Music, is one of the youngsters in Rwanda who can make millions to any record label that would sign him. His latest EP titled Dramatic is one of the most trending in the country today. The next artist is Ish Kevin. Ish Kevin has been hailed as the architect of a new Rwandan culture movement, a localized trap genre with global ambitions known as trappish music. A rapper, songwriter, digital influencer, and entrepreneur, Kevin is one of the most popular Rwandan musicians in Rwanda with many major record labels at his disposal. The young artist was previously signed by a major record label such as a New York-based 1RPM, a global leader in artist and label services, before opening his studio and record label. Despite starting his own label, Ish Kevin is one of the most promising young Rwandan artists who could sign a major deal with some of the world's biggest record labels. His single No Cap, a robust banger that was hailed as one of the hardest drill songs of the year by GRM Daily, helped to build Ish Kevin's popularity, leading to his recent stadium-sized headlining concerts. His latest release, Trappish 2, a 7-track mixtape, features a number of well-known local and international musicians. Ish Kevin's lyricism has been also recognized across the continent, with a nomination at the Senegalese Girls in Hip Hop Awards. Another artist is Maestro Bromin. Maestro Bromin is one of the few Rwandan rappers with hard bars that have caught the attention of not only Rwandan music consumers, but the world. Born Brian Chimonyo, Maestro Bromin has come a long way since he first started honing his mic skills as a 16-year-old growing up in South Africa and the US. After catching the attention of South African star Nasty C and other renowned rappers such as Drake, J. Cole and Jay-Z, he started freestyling with his friends at West Nairobi School and later fell in love with the art of music. In June 2020, Maestro Bromin dropped a freestyle called Sign Me, a project that brought him to the streets, and since then he has started featuring local rappers such as Ish Kevin, Arnold Gray, Chivumbi King, and many others. The 22-year-old is one of the few East African rappers to make it to the BBC Extra, a digital urban contemporary and black music radio station owned and operated by the BBC, making him one of the biggest Rwandan musicians capable of generating huge profits deals for major record labels. Thank you for watching Kigali Daily News.